Welcome to today's headlines. It has nothing to do with agitation. Nnamdi Kanu's release may not end insecurity in Southeast. Governor Soludo speaks. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, good morning. I see nothing about this governor other than hate, and I will see this Soludo as enemy against the Igbos. Before I go into details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe, and share. Welcome to today's news. Governor Chukwuma Soludo of Anambra State has expressed doubts that releasing Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, will resolve the insecurity in the southeast, believing that the current crisis has grown beyond Kanu's influence and is now driven by criminal activities, as reported by Punch. The governor stated that the Biafran struggle has been hijacked by criminals who exploit Kanu's name to justify acts such as armed robbery, kidnapping, and courtism, and described these actions as no longer connected to any genuine agitation but as organized crimes motivated by greed and lawlessness. According to Soludo, most of the criminals arrested in Anambra in recent years are Igbo, although many are not native to the state, and highlighted how these groups operate from forest, targeting innocent citizens and using Biafra as an excuse for their crimes, believing that their focus has shifted entirely from liberation effort to financial gain, making them enemies of the very people they claim to protect. The governor expressed concern that Kanu's release might not influence these criminal groups as they have distanced themselves from IPOB's original goals, and suggested that these groups are more interested in wealth than in any ideological struggle, further complicating the security challenges in the region. The so called agitators have transformed into organized criminal gangs. They hide in forests, kidnapping innocent citizens for ransom, and they justify their atrocities under the pretext of Biafra. Let us be clear that this has nothing to do with any liberation movement. Criminality has taken on a life of its own. These people have tasted blood, and now money is their motivation. Even if Nnamdi Kanu is released today, I am not sure they would listen to him because what they now pursue is wealth, not liberation, he said. To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. And in contribution to the news that I have read, I have nothing to say other than disappointed in the governor of the Soludo because he does not believe in the movement of the Biafra any longer. At least when Nnamdi Kanu would be in the second time he would be arrested, he went to visit him. So that is it for the Igbos to say that he is the best governor or what? Now that you're not standing against him. One thing I'm be sure about the movement is that um there are some people using this hip-hop movement to perpetrate crimes in the southeast. So this thing is just is it is very easy and common sense. You would know that there is no how you are planning to get something and you won't have enemy. It's just as if Soludo is one of those um, things that is fashioned against Biafrans. Moving on to the comment section, the first comment I have here says solution is right in a way, but MNK's freedom will definitely end up the Monday seat at homes or the armed robbers that Bakassi boys chased away. during Odera seems to have returned back to do terrorism and kidnapping in name of Biafra or Earthmen. Another comment here says, you have just revealed yourself as one of those who held Mazil in DSS custody. We know both of you Eastern governors are the cause of insecurity in the southeast. You better use your tongue and count your teeth and release him now. Another comment here says the approach of the governor of Anambra State, talking with the two sides, is mild, that the release of Nnamdi Kanu will not quench the cantankerous, nefarious evil of hooligans, is not true. What bring about it at home? Is it not the incarcerations of Nnamdi Kanu, extradited from Kenya, disobedience of Nigerian government to the law, release Nnamdi Kanu, all the state at home will stop? Exactly. If you release Nnamdi Kanu, I think all these things that has been happening in the southeast will have to stop for a while. Another comment here says you're right, even if Kanu is released today, those boys will not listen to them. They are criminal kidnappers and bloodsuckers. Another commenter says, now we know the people behind the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. Soludo, your yachi don't open. Almighty God will keep on exposing you fools in the southeast. Even some of you will not end well, just like if you're in Uber.
Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.